name is Rumunera, and I am the owner and conjurer here at Conjure Works. Welcome to my sanctuary. This week at the sanctuary, we're going to be jumping into more of our quick burn gems. If you are unaware of what our quick burn gems are, let me put you on really quickly, okay? If you are new to the sanctuary, right, and you're new to Mama Ru, let me introduce you to one of my most favorite spiritual tools that I have produced here at the sanctuary, that I am continuously pulling on, and that I am continuously hearing the amazing feedback and the amazing downloads that you guys are tapping into and pulling down from your own quick burn goddess lamps, okay? And so this week at the sanctuary, we're going to be focusing on my BrideGroom quick burn oil lamp. Tap in, tap in, tap in. Now, if our hearts, minds, and souls are ready, let's jump in. I'll see you on the other side. Before we jump in, I want to show you guys really quickly what comes with your quick burn lamps when you receive them. And so they'll come in this burlap bag to keep them protected, and also for some spiritual purposes that I won't disclose. And within the bag, you'll receive another bag, and within this bag, you get a reading as it pertains to you and the lamp, a smudge works, some tweezers in order for you to navigate and work with your lamp, the wicks for the disc that go together to create the wick, and that is all that comes with your lamp once you get them. Okay, we're going to walk through really quickly how to get your lamp ready for use, some safety navigations, and then we're going to jump into sacred directions. We're going to see where the lamp takes us. Again, this week we're working with our BrideGroom lamp, and so we're going to see where the BrideGroom navigates its waters as we allow her to rest and to speak with spirit. And you want to say your prayers, speak your incantations, calling your spirit guides and your ancestors during this time, and then we are going to jump in and we're going to see what spirit has to say. Lamp care, right? And how you prepare yourself for working with your lamp. One, you want to make sure that you are in a safe environment. You want to make sure that you are in a sacred environment, and you want to make sure that your energy centers are balanced and just cleared or open in order for you to be able to work, okay? And you want to make sure that you have a plate with you, something small to keep near your lamp, because you're going to have to remove some of the packing upon opening your lamp, and that is to basically make room for your wick to be able to move around and navigate the waters that is the oil that resides within my quick burn lamp, okay. And so you have your plate in order for you to be able to do some of the unpacking once we open the lamp, okay? And keep the plate by you so that you can remove the packing as the oil burns off, to continue to make room for the wick to be able to move and navigate, okay? And so once you're in place, your intentions and your energy centers are where they need to be, you want to take your lamp and you just want to hold her and embrace her. You can shake her to really activate and begin to charge her. You can take a moment to really study her, pay attention to any messages that may be residing even within the oil on the surface of the lamp, as you know, before you even open it. So study her, and while you're doing that, really set your intentions in this moment. Be really present and still here. And like I was saying, make sure that you guys are also adding in the feedback or the messages that came through as it relates to your reading, which pertains to you, your lamp, and some of the ways in which you can operate and curate your intentions around as you work with your lamp. And these messages are also something that will keep you aligned as you burn this lamp, and will keep the guidance always at the forefront of your mind in the times that you lose your own intentions, right? And you lose your own way. So make sure that you are incorporating all these things into your intentions so that you continue to feed your lamps, okay? Bad bitches. Peace, family, and welcome back to my sanctuary, and welcome back to the next episode of our Conjure Gems. We are again focusing on our BrideGroom Quick Burn Lamp. Our BrideGroom Quick Burn Lamp focuses on your path, helping you to decipher your path, helping you to differentiate between where you are standing in the past, present, or future. And our BrideGroom gives you deeper clarity into where you are traveling and where you are coming from. And so let's hop in really quickly. We can see that our lamp today is focusing its energy in the direction of the south. If we look here, we know the direction of the south is here. And if we go over a little bit, we see that the wick is in the direction of the south, but it's focusing its energy, I want to say, in the 15-degree mark. So we're about 15 degrees into or a little bit away from the south degree. Okay, and so if you have your lamps in front of you, or you've been working with your lamps throughout the day, and you find that the lamp has been, or the wick has been focusing its energy in the direction of the south, this is alerting you to the physical. This is about future events, right? And so this lamp, if we take into consideration the lamp that we're working with, this is our BrideGroom lamp, and it's focused on the path. And so the lamp right now is dealing with us concerning future events as it relates to our path, right? And this is not air related or things of air relation. This is the physical. So physically grounding, physical works, okay? So physical works. So this right here is right off the back letting you know that as it concerns where you're traveling, as it concerns where you most desire to see yourself, as it relates to the personal path that you are traveling on, is going to require some physical work. It's going to require some physical action. This action could come in you producing the visions that you see for yourself. It could come in curating a physical product, or it could be physically moving from one place to another. Maybe it's telling you that you need to get more physical in the body. It depends on what the goal is or what the journey is that you're standing into, and that's what you want to correspond the messages to. And so here, right off the bat, we see Spirit dealing with us concerning physical future events as it relates to being in the South. When we look at the South and start to delve deeper into the directional guidance, the South corresponds to our passions, corresponds to our passions. Okay. The South alerts us that this is where, or in this direction, is where we find our sparks of life. And so, if you find that your wick is focusing its energy in the direction of the South, Spirit is alerting you or letting you know that you are in the energy to where you can spark. I relate that to Aries energy. So that spark, that beginning point, right? Those aha moments as it relates to the visions and the things that we want to manifest for ourselves, or the things that we want to create or produce for ourselves, right? This is where you find that spark of inspiration, that spark of life, right? That illumination of the mind, the illumination of the vision, the illumination of the idea, right? But here in the South, Spirit is saying in order for you to physically meet that thing, you have to physically work towards it, right? Not hypothetical. Bringing those ideas out of the mind or pulling it out of the air. So focusing and thinking about what you want to do, ruminating on what it is that you want to do, playing it back and forth in your mind, trying to determine all the possible outcomes that can happen if you decide to take on that spark of life as it relates to your passion. If you decide to initiate the visions that Spirit has given, to you. Are you willing to work towards the thing? Are you willing to bring those ideas down into the physical and to manifest them? It takes me to the scripture in the Bible where it talks about being so heavenly bound that you're no earthly good. And so that speaks to us existing and spending more time thinking about and thinking on the things that we want to do versus actively working towards them. So off the back, Spirit is saying that if you want those ideas, if you want those future events to pan out to the way in which you desire them to, if you really want to manifest that thing, you need to take it and draw it out of your mind and ground that energy into the physical by physically working on it, by physically putting action towards what you desire in order for those events to manifest in the future, right? In order for you to feel the physical rewards of your works, of your visions, you have to get out there and work them. Work your works, okay? The South corresponds to illumination, so being very mindful and paying attention to the things that Spirit is illuminating right now concerning your vision, concerning your dreams, okay? The South also deals with that those middle child and teen years, and not necessarily about you reflecting on those years, but more so how can you tap back in to those aspects of childhood in order for you to pull play, creativity, and imagination out of them, okay? So how can we draw inspiration from those middle and teen years when we were excited to explore the world, when we were excited to get out there in the world physically and play before the internet and technology consumed us as children? We were outside in the physicality of the world, playing and creating and curating and building community and building those dreams, having those conversations, playing in the trees, playing in the water, running up and down the street. And so how can you pull on those middle and childhood years in order to spark inspiration that will propel you further into that which you desire to see for yourself concerning where you want to be in the future, okay? The South is where we are fully alive. And so when you find your wick resting here in the South, take advantage of this alive and awakened energy. Don't let it be fleeting. Don't let that fleeting energy leave without you taking advantage of it, okay? And the South is where we see the beginning of a concept. So maybe you don't have a vision. Maybe you're not super clear on what it is that you desire to do. Use this energy when it is focusing itself in the direction of the South for you to really sit and think about the concept. Sometimes the concept is thinking about what didn't work and think or replaying or restructuring something that didn't work and figuring out a new concept for it, right? Or maybe you want to create something for yourself. You want to operate and be active in the visions that you feel the Spirit is laying on you, but you're not sure how. Spend this time figuring out what the concept of your vision looks, feels, sounds like, what you desire for it to feel to the world, but most importantly, what you desire it to feel for yourself. So think about those concepts. Be clear on those concepts. And if you haven't, allow the direction of the South to spark the beginnings of concepts, of new ideas, okay? The South teaches us to be accountable for those concepts, to be accountable for our passions, to be accountable for our visions and our dreams. You be accountable, because the world cannot hold you accountable to a vision that you are not clear on, okay? So the South teaches us to be responsible, to be accountable, right? And to confront our skills, to confront our talents, even if you feel like you suck at them. So what? Suck at them until spirit produces a master. Okay, suck in those things until you begin to see the master within you step forward. Those of you who are having a horrible time mastering tasks, www.conjureworksdelarue.com. Go on over and get you some master root and get to mastering. Okay. So the South calls for journaling. Okay, really writing down those concepts, writing down those visions, writing down those passions. Even if you feel like you're not in a place to act on them, record them, right? Because oftentimes we can record things and see things for ourselves and be ahead of the vision, right? And because we don't record those things or take notes of those visions, they're like fleeting, that hummingbird energy. They come in just as fast as they leave, and when you don't operate or become active in the spirit, eventually passes that vision. And so record and journal the things that you truly feel like you're going to operate and act in. Okay, when the energy is in the area of the South, spirit is letting you know that what you are asking for is pure. Your intentions are pure in what you're asking for, right? Your intentions are pure and you feel like you can handle what you're asking for. So keep that purity, okay? Last but certainly not least, the South corresponds to our solar plexus. This is your command center. And so here spirit is desiring for you to command that which you desire to see, not beg for it, okay, not ruminate on it, not become frustrated or cause your energy to become frustrated around it. Command that which you desire to see. Okay, here the solar plexus is the source of our imagination, and so you're going to really need to tap into that those childhood years, in order to get a hold of your imagination if you lost it. Sometimes it's difficult for us to see that which we want because our imagination and our purity was stripped away from us. But here in the South, spirit is saying we're offering that purity and that imagination back to you. Take advantage of it. Command it to work on behalf of you. Once you've got that command center aligned, once you have that command center working on behalf of you and not against you, you're going to use that power of command and that source of imagination to begin burning away the experiences and the attitudes and the feelings and the emotions of past events that stand in the way of you commanding your future, of you having the power to speak what is not as though it was. So once you have that source of command and control, and you are controlling it and it's not controlling you, begin to burn away what no longer serves you and put yourself in the position to command that which you know for sure is going to work on behalf of you. Okay? And so the next video, we're going to jump into the degrees, the physical degrees of where our wicks are resting. Okay, we're going to jump into those degrees, and we're going to tailor this reading even more to make it even more specific to what you're asking of spirit or what you are desiring of spirit to show you. And so on our next episode, we're going to jump into this 15-degree mark of where the wick is resting in the South as of right now. We're going to jump into that in the next video. And if you or someone you know could use directional guidance in their life, I encourage you to head on over to www.conjureworksdelarue.com and pick up any one of 10 lamps that we have available over on the website, and start your journey of building a relationship with the guidance that the directions have us in order to get you started in the right way on your journey. Okay, y'all, until next time, peace.
So we are getting that solar plexus in order. We are using that imagination to inspire our passions, okay? And we are using our spark of energies that we find here in the South to ground our ideas, to ground our passions, to ground that which we most desire to see for ourselves. And we are going to put the work behind it in order to produce the events and the ideas and the dreams and the visions that we most desire to see going into our future. Okay, y'all. And so I thank you for joining me for this episode of Quick Burn Gems. Until next time, y'all, make sure y'all head over to the website www.conjureworks.de. Stock up and let us upgrade your ritual life. And until next time, y'all, peace.